Boston Bear says, my family attended Confluence, and then I went to the Elementals gathering 2 weeks later. Met Owen Benjamin finally. Have you read his book, How to Slay a Wizard? I can't say that I have. What is your opinion of Owen Benjamin now that you have met him? Should we watch the Owen Benjamin Awakening video? I think we should. Welcome, TJ Hoff. Should we watch that again? Who in here has not seen that? Owen Benjamin's Flat Earth Awakening? Who has not seen that? That's funny stuff. I think we should kick this off, kick this chill stream off with some Owen Benjamin. He's kind of funny, but he's also kind of sketchy. Especially his defense of the government in that one status debate he did. That was really weird. And then, of course, all the Beartaria controversy. Somebody in the chat here actually knew a lot about it. I don't know a lot about it. I actually forgot what they said. So, if they're in here, or they'll get in here at some point, somebody here knew a lot about the Owen Benjamin Beartaria drama. But let's look at the Owen Benjamin Awakening video, because that was pretty interesting. I don't know if there's anything quite like it documenting a flat earth journey. If I have the clip, what's going on here? Yes, here it is. Oh, wait, I have my commentary with the clip. The clip itself without my commentary. Let's see. I have a 7-minute video here. I'm not sure it was this one. Alright, let me just bring up my commentary of it, I guess. And then we'll do commentary on the commentary on it. That's always fun. Video. A lot of people have asked for me to go over it. Okay, Jeff U1P has not seen it, so this will blow your mind. So, I will be doing it here. I think most of the flat earthers are probably familiar with it.
I don't believe the earth is flat at all.
It is Owen Benjamin's Flat Earth Awakening. Some people even call it their favorite flat earth video. So we will examine this video. Owen Benjamin is a little goofy. I mean, he got absolutely demolished in a couple of debates. I'll be analyzing those as well.
Don't believe the earth is flat at all. And I think I can disprove flat earth. The earth isn't flat. There's no fucking way the earth is flat.
I mean, this is, a lot of people like this video because it's like a psychological study of cognitive dissonance. Is my laughing really that funny? Because when I'm watching this and I'm laughing, it's kind of funny. My laughing's kind of funny too. I guess that's why people say that. I don't know. I never really thought about that.
This is a lot harder than I expected, proving that the earth is round. It's fucking weird. It is way, way, way harder. But dude, I'm telling you, it's fucked up. I know the earth is round. This is a fucking nightmare.
Look at his face. I mean, that actually is, yeah, is this John Thor's video maybe? John Thor's pretty cool. He's got some cool highlight videos. It's actually pretty interesting, just psychologically, And one of the most interesting things about it is a lot of the scientism cultists, they're so dishonest, they can't even admit that it actually is kind of hard to prove the shape of the Earth. Like, regardless of which side you're on. They won't even admit that. It's just kind of weird, like, the difficulty. Because if it really was that easy, this would be a non-conversation. There wouldn't even be a flat Earth conspiracy. One way or the other. Either everybody would know the Earth is flat if it was flat, or they would know it's a globe if it was a globe. But clearly, there are some major issues in proving this. Because the scientism cultists, they like to pretend and hallucinate everything's just open and shut.
This is literally a nightmare trying to fucking disprove this thing. The Earth is not flat. That's fucking psychotic. I really, really don't want to believe the Earth is flat, guys. Fuck! This is so fucking depressing. I can't be a flat Earth person. This can't be a reality.
Does anybody else think that Owen Benjamin's psyche was fractured through the entire flat Earth so-called awakening process? Wow, Run Boston Bear just posted a link in the chat. Owen Benjamin was on Tucker? That's insane. I did not know that. That was 2 days ago. Do you guys want to go over that? Because we can watch that next. I did not know that. That's crazy. Getting some mainstream coverage. I don't know, is Tucker mainstream? I mean, he's indie, but he's like the top of the indie, and he's kind of mainstream if you want to count numbers. How are we defining mainstream? He's supposedly non-establishment anymore, but that's highly disputed as well with his red Kabbalah bracelet. Jeff U1P says, that face is a waking up face and realizing how gullible he was, priceless in every way. Yeah, the documentation of this entire process was very interesting. What does everybody think? Because he seemed to have gone off the deep end in the past few years.
Some people are terrified of the flat Earth shit. I'm not. I think it's fascinating. I've enlisted the help of literally some of the best scientists in the world, and they suffer the same hubris that I see a lot of people suffer from. Again, I still believe the Earth is a sphere. I'm just having a very hard time proving it.
And look at the amount of people that got triggered just by his mere questioning triggered a lot of goofs, right? Like, even though along this whole thing he's saying, well, I still believe the Earth is a sphere. But he's asking hard questions, and a lot of goofs don't like that. They don't like that. Wow, Tiffany Vinci in the chat here saying, looking back on this, I can't think it might have been staged. Interesting. That is interesting. I don't know if I've heard that one before. I've heard Owen Benjamin is a shill, but Tiffany, do you think he's acting through this? I mean, I don't know. What does everybody think? I'll do a poll after we watch the video.
Flat Earth sounds completely insane still to me. I can't wrap my brain around it, but I'm starting to think that I may be at the edge of my own ability to shatter what I think. I'm open to it. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. The Earth may be flat. I'm dead serious. I can't imagine the Earth being flat. I think that's insane. That to me is so unnatural. What I'm pretty sure it isn't is a ball of magma and water spinning 1,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, this is a really fascinating video psychologically. Just his expressions, the way he's talking about it, the whole journey. The only thing that will make this video better would be dates on the bottom. Like, is this day 1, day 5, day 10, day 20 of the journey? That's the only thing that would make this better.
Through a vacuum.
And I think another reason a lot of people like Sin.
Why?
Always Improving says, Owen was Hollywood adjacent. But if this is fake, he deserves that 33rd degree. Yeah, it looks pretty convincing to me, but again, yeah, I don't know.
God damn it! The Earth is clearly not a fucking spinning ball! How the fuck are we supposed to handle all of this?
I mean, and you could see how much time has passed just from the seasons in the background. I don't know how many months in this was, or week. Was it weeks or months? Because, I mean, you could see the seasons changing in the background.
I get it. I'm having a hard time with all of it. Oh, fucking stupid. It's flat. It's all a lie.
This video is kind of funny, regardless of what you think about it. It's kind of funny. Globe Thruster says, it's funny when Owen's chat failed to steer him away from Flat Earth. What do you mean by that? Like, are you saying they were encouraging the Flat Earth, or they weren't, but they failed to steer him away from it regardless? Malcolm says, Joe, Eddie, Eric, Owen, Alex, and Weiss all acting, in my opinion. Sargent is the worst, up there with Pat Steer. Malcolm doesn't like Mark Sargent. Mark Sargent always seemed genuine to me. And Eddie Bravo too. Not sure about the other guys. And Weiss. But yeah, not sure about. Well, Joe's a goof. I mean, he's. How many people still think Flat Earth Dave and Mark Sargent are shells? We just recently did a stream on Eric Dubé. I have to do a part 2 because a lot of the info about his family in the DC area has been completely scrubbed. Like, there were photos. I mean, there was everything, and it was all scrubbed. Which is kind of weird, because if it was all fake Photoshop stuff, why would that have been scrubbed? Like, a lot of the fake stuff, like, people Photoshop stuff and all of this. Like, there's a lot of fake Alex Jones stuff. None of that's scrubbed. But the Eric Dubé stuff got scrubbed? Like, that's a little weird. That's a little weird. Stacy Daisy in the chat saying I do. Flat Bob saying I do. So Run Boston Bear, you've personally met Flat Earth Dave? Have you personally met Mark Sargent? You gave your thoughts on it before, and I think you said you met Austin Whitsitt too. I don't understand the people who think Austin Whitsitt is a shell. That's the most shocking to me. He's the most non-shill, like, but Flat Earth Dave and Mark Sargent also aren't typical, like, they're not following the normal shill playbook. Especially doing, like, you know, random interviews with people with like 5 subscribers. Why would a show waste their time with that? Because nobody's going to see it. Run Boston Bear says, I know Sargent, Weiss, Whitsitt, and Hanvey personally. They are legit and friends. Who is Hanvey? I don't know if I'm familiar with Hanvey. B. Carter Music says, Weiss and Sargent very genuine in comparison to others. Welcome, Christopher Allen. Yannick says he also had a good stream about heliocentrism BS on a stream. Is that Owen? Do you want to go over that next? I kind of want to go over the Tucker interview because I haven't seen that. I had no idea. That's crazy that they got him on Tucker. I kind of want to watch that next. Total goof. He seems very, very shill-like. Eric Dubé has his family from the Langley area in Virginia, possible CIA connections, I don't know, some people did a bunch of videos on that.
To be an astronaut. And of course I want to believe it. I used to want to be an astronaut. I'm not a quote-unquote flat earther. I just find it very interesting. I just think that's very interesting. I think the fuck is flat.
The shift, hilarious.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not buying a lot of the shit anymore, guys. I don't know if it's flat or not, but it's not moving. I don't think it's spinning for shit. Every instinct of my body thinks it's a globe spinning through space.
See, what's kind of weird is he keeps going back to flat Earth is not natural. And he's saying his instinct it's all of this. But is that really his instinct? Is that really what's natural? Or is he just discovering his own bias here? Because you know what's weird? Even when I first saw the flat earth stuff, I couldn't deny that to your senses and your instincts, there ain't nothing moving. Nothing's moving. Like the earth. Like this big thing, this realm, it doesn't seem like it's moving. Maybe it is, but to my senses, it wasn't. So I don't know why Owen here, I don't know if Owen was just confusing his instincts and senses. Because it seems like everything in the sky is moving. Regardless of what it is, that's what it seems like to the senses. Run Boston Bear says, this was the first live stream on Will Duffy's channel. Joe holds his own well. Check it out later. Man, Run Boston Bear, how do you have all this time plus you're doing all this running? So, Hanvey, they did a 1-hour stream. Man, I really want to check out the Tucker interview next. Jeff U1P says his ego is falling apart and his personality is trying to adjust to his new reality. Man, that might be very accurate. That might be very accurate here. Jeff says, Eddie Bravo seems legit. He knows more, but he's careful with what he's saying. He knows some things can't be said without losing your whole audience subscribers, but I'm on MINDSHOCK because of Eddie. Yeah, Eddie always seemed legit, though. Like, there was no back and forth with Eddie. That's one of the reasons I really wanted to do. That was my first interview on another platform, was with Eddie Bravo. Mark Sargent and David and Weiss, who I interviewed on MINDSHOCK. But Eddie Bravo was the first other platform I have ever did an interview on. Because Eddie always seemed legit, even before all the Flat Earth stuff. Like, Joe Rogan was always suspect. Always. He seemed kind of legit with some of the moon landing stuff, but there was always so many red flags with Joe Rogan. Like, even saying Ronda Rousey's like the greatest ever, once ever athlete. I mean, okay, even outside of conspiracies, Rogan's always been a goof. But yeah, Eddie Bravo is definitely not chill-like at all. And it's not just what he says, it's how he says it. Like Eddie Bravo, and I think because Eddie Bravo's not like a narcissist goof like Joe Rogan and some of these other guys, like he's so much more like endearing, like you have a real conversation with Eddie. It never feels like Eddie's pushing something on you. Yannick says the stream after disgraced Tyson. You mean Neil the Goof Tyson? Joe the Toe went full NASA. Yeah, supposedly. So Eddie said in his last conversation with Joe, Joe is back to thinking all the moon stuff is fake. So he's a flip flopper, which is a big red flag in the first place.
Because I've been told that my whole life so many times, just I revert to it no matter how I think.
But you know what's fascinating about Owen here is he's recognizing his own metacognition. He's recognizing what his brain is doing in response to this new information. How many people are honest enough and have the mental strength to do that?
That being said, none of that makes any sense. All right, there's no evidence that the Earth is a globe.
I mean, how fast the shift. It's just so funny. It's so funny. Like, how many people will honestly look at the flat Earth, though? Like, honestly. Yeah, Jeff U1P says, Eddie never states things, but instead questions those things, and this makes him bulletproof. Well, not only that, he goes further, and he says, well, I don't know for sure. Like, I don't know. I'm just asking. Like, that is such a sign of high intelligence, and Joe Rogan kept strawmanning him, saying, well, you're saying this, but he never actually said that. You can watch my Jeff U1P, did you watch my 6.5 hour analysis of Joe Rogan and Eddie Bravo going back and forth on flat Earth and nuclear bombs? Have you seen that one? You'll get a kick out of that one if you haven't seen it.
None. It's not even that it's like people being angry. It's people desperately hanging on to a lie. It's so sad. The despair that people feel because of these lies is unbelievable. And the crazy thing is how many people are so beaten down that they're like, don't ask that question.
That's a good point, too. Like, a lot of goofs are so triggered. They're triggered by the mere asking of the question. Like, without even getting into any kind of dialogue. They're triggered by the mere asking of the question. You know, that's a good point there. 11, I mean, go through...
Ball.
Shatter their psyche with this? I mean, that's a big ask. I mean, you know, he's got a point there.
Isn't a spinning ball. It's provably not a spinning ball. When someone first proposed flat earth to me, I said that they were insane. I get it. Trauma's real, man. The trauma from public school and media and shame and all this stuff is very real. I saw some of those awakening videos of me where I was begging to not be a flat earth person.
Have the same story that we all have. All of us that have become flat earthers had the exact same thing, except you did it live on the air. That's how you become a flat earther. You try to debunk it or prove the ball. You have to be willing to admit you were wrong. And that's what I like, you know, that's what you did. You didn't want to be wrong. You wanted to find evidence, and when you couldn't, you realized you were wrong.
I hate being wrong. I used to call flat earthers retards, like a ton. Like I would aggressively. Average person thinks they're standing on a spinning ball. Right now, 2022. They think they're standing on a ball that's spinning 1,000 miles an hour in infinite blackness.
Well, when you phrase it like that... Oh, man. Oh, man.
They're literally like, I'm standing on a spinning ball right now. Zero evidence you're on a spinning ball.
Globe Thruster says in the...
It's so...
Interesting.
Look around, guys. Does that look like you're on a ball going 1,000 miles an hour? It's so fucking stupid. Most globe people have never thought about anything. They're just like, you're so very stupid. Everyone's, prove you're on a flat plane. Okay, there it is. It's right there.
That's the flat, not moving plane.
How about you prove you're on a spinning ball?
Not everybody can be a robot polisher.
So is ignorance bliss? No. Sometimes I wish I could go back. I don't. I mean, I've enjoyed my journey. There are no former flat earthers. None. Not one. Nobody's ever seen what the actual shape of the earth is and then been like, you know what? Neil deGrasse Tyson really does give me a good argument because it's literally ridiculous. I've heard all your dumb arguments. We were raised with this bullshit. Elementary school, middle school, high school, college, all of it. It's bullshit. It's retarded. Like, they act like we're the crazy people. You sound so fucking stupid when you talk flat earth. There's literally no curve. It doesn't exist. It's not real. And that terrifies a certain type of human being. And so then they'll just latch on to anything that allows them to stay in the lie.
Wow. Calling out Craig of Fight the Flat Earth. Calling out Simon Dan. Calling out Not a Professor Dave. Calling out all the anti-flat earth grifters latching on to any straw they can grasp to maintain their faith.
It is a lie. You have to be fucking retarded at this point to not see that no one played golf on the moon.
Well, I mean, here's the thing with the moon landing, and I talk about this all the time. I mean, even if the Earth were a globe, that's still, obviously that doesn't mean they went to the moon. So it's not necessary. And even if the Earth is a flat plane, they could have theoretically gone to the moon if there is a terra firma moon. Even if the Earth is some kind of flat model, theoretically, if they could prove it. I'm not saying they did, but if it could be possible and it was done, that wouldn't prove a sphere either.
And broke the technology and can't return. Those are the childlike lies of a psychopath. Okay? That's not even close to a sophisticated lie. Not even close. All such a low-level psychopathy. It's such low-level lies. Think in abstract thought, without commitment. Just think. Some people can't do that. Some
people. Like, a whole lot of people. Scientism cultists, bootlickers, statists. The scientism cultists just can't do it. They just can't do it. They can only think in relation to the faith in their gospel Rockefeller textbooks. Rockefeller, Rothschild, Ghislaine Maxwell Father textbook, Maxwell textbooks.
Are incapable of...
It's me. You want this particular video? It's, I think, him to...
abstract thought. Can't you just think? Can't you just ponder? They can't. I've looked myself into the nature of this reality, and it is not a spinning ball. And it's the reaction shows the lie. Oh.
I mean, I don't know if I would say the reaction shows the lie. The reaction shows the triggering, the conditioning, the brainwashing, the gaslighting. Yes, that is true. The reaction is very telling. Owen is kind of funny, though. When he's not triggered in the middle of a debate, he's actually pretty hilarious.
They're so stupid. They're so crazy. You make yourself look really dumb when you say that. I'm like, of all the things that makes you react with such vitriol, ego, intensity.
I mean, another point, too, on the reactions. It's like, same thing with that incident in Connecticut. Like, all these physicists can claim we're all living in a holographic simulated reality. Everything is fake. Literally everything. That's okay. But if you just say one specific incident is fake, whoa, that's not allowed. You're crazy. I mean, all reality could be simulated, and we might not even be real. This could all be a video game. But if you just single out a single event, that's not allowed. I mean, just a level of goofery there. It's kind of crazy. Flat Bob says, Bruce, what do you think of Buzz Aldrin telling an 8-year-old girl they didn't go to the moon? Yeah. So I think the way that... Yeah. So I think the way that the scientism cultists and the NASA bootlickers explain that away is he's a senile old man. He doesn't know what he's saying now. Which, maybe, but I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't put stock in the words of any of them, right? But occasionally there could be Freudian slips. Maybe that was one of them.
It shouldn't matter at all to people. Oh, it just makes you sound totally insane. No, that reaction showed me that there's truth to it. What's seen as crazy is just looking around and saying, okay, my eyes tell me this is not a curve. Why wouldn't someone trust their eyes and their ears and their hands and their nose and their mouth and their logic? I think that there's things in the sky moving over us. Yes. Yes, I do. They have drones, balloons, huge network up there. Do I think they're going 15,000 miles an hour so they fall with the gravity of the earth and they stay there for decades without needing any maintenance or running into space junk or any particles and destroying them? And their fragile tech just keeps working and broadcasting things? No, of course not. That's retarded.
So, there you have that. What did everybody think of that? Owen Benjamin's awakening in real time. Is there a longer edit of that? I think there could be a longer edit of that. Jeff U1P says he knows lying to children is the worst of the worst sin. I wonder if that's what it is. Did he not teach his own? Does he have his own kids? And did he teach his own kids about Santa Claus? Run Boston Bear says, dropped you some comments. Heading out on a run, won't be able to type easily. Thank you for streaming. You are a legend in this wild world. Thank you, Run Boston Bear. Elon Musk said he played golf on the moon. Did he? That's hilarious. That's hilarious.